I was listening to my friend Diane tell me about her adventures of a walk she was on yesterday. She's in Theodore Roosevelt National Park in North Dakota, and the cell service is not very good there. And in this particular phone call, the connection held, but her voice came through somewhat intermittently, and I could hear part of most of the words, but not every word. And I really needed to listen, like settle into my being and listen with my whole being to catch and follow what she was saying. And I was really interested in it. So I had missed one word, and there's a part of me that was frustrated, and it was like, oh, geez, can we really have this conversation right now? Maybe I can get her to repeat it later, but I was able to settle in and let it be okay that the experience was the way it was. And then eventually I heard the word buffalo, and I realized that what she had been talking to me about was these herds of buffalo in the park. And she was going for a walk, and she kept finding herself where the herds of buffalo were. And it was scary. It's rutting season, I think is how you say it. Anyway, mating season. And so there was definitely need for concern. And I was so grateful that I could settle in and really listen. There's someone I've been following lately who has been talking. I had just listened to a clip of his about listening and attunement, and he was giving the example of like sitting in a noisy restaurant, and there's lots of people talking, and you want to tune in and hear what this one person is saying, and how it takes a special kind of focus to listen and hear just that one person with all the other background noise. And I realized that in a way that was exactly what I did in listening to Diane. It was a different experience of the phone connection, but I was able to hold my discomfort of wishing that it was a different experience, that I could hear clearly, and just contain that and still listen and hear the essence of what was being shared. So this is something that I have come to realize just in recent weeks, is how much all of my life I couldn't contain my own experience. Like I needed other people to share it with me. And now I'm finding that I can hold my own discomfort and let it be okay that I'm having an experience that's uncomfortable, and I can still be in it. And that leads me to share, just within the last couple of weeks, I had an experience. A friend of mine named Michelle, who lives in France, has been able to sit with me for some of the deepest work I've ever done in going inside myself where I need accompaniment because I can't find my way by myself. And it's interesting as I go to share what's happened. So many times it's like I can't even remember the issue specifically that I was working on. I just remember what came through as I sat with my pain and grief. And in this particular case, I could feel, somehow I managed to get to like when I was born, and I could feel that there was a part of me that I separated from, like it didn't come with me. And in that moment of feeling, I started reconnecting with that part. But I realized that it was the part of me that knows how to tell the difference between me and other. That was the part that that got left behind, that I wasn't connected with. Like it's been beside me my whole life, but not with me, not integrated. And that meant that, like, everything I heard, like all that noise around me, energetically, the emotion, everything that's happening felt like mine. And I thought I was responsible for it. And when I see that and feel from that place, it's like, oh my gosh, no wonder I've been overwhelmed. And in so many ways, it felt like I couldn't figure out how to function the way I witnessed other people functioning. So it feels really exciting now that I'm in the process of integrating that part of me back in. So my pattern of merging with what's around me, feeling someone else's fear and getting lost in it, is still close. So I'm not very anchored yet in having this part of me with me, but I can feel the difference. And I'm so excited about being able to identify that specific voice that I'm listening to, rather than getting lost in all the other noise that's around me. And I think this is a big part of moving into a new phase of my life, in being able to step out in ways that I've wanted to for years and haven't been able to. So I'm really excited to share the journey with you. Thanks for showing up and receiving what I'm sharing.